not quite, but also I kind of figured it was going to be like that, honestly. You know, I heard Canelo say in the interview, like, I don't really like fighting guys who move around that much like that. And William Skull being a Cuban fighter, like, I knew he was going to do that. And so was curious to see, you know, how Canelo.
They announced it on Saturday after the whole Canelo fight. And I don't understand. This is a big fight. I don't know. I'm a boxing fan. I'm a UFC boxing fan. I'm a fan. But this fight, I ain't gonna lie, it might cause a little race war between blacks and Mexicans because, you know, Canelo's fans is kind of crazy. But
it's September between the two great fighters in our generation.
Terence Crawford just recently pushed a live warning to Canelo Alvarez in a short but pointed moment. During a recent live stream, Crawford looked straight into the camera and said, "In September, I'm going to show the world what greatness looks like." It wasn't a vague comment it was directed. It was meant for one man. This wasn't Crawford talking about someday. It was him making it clear that this fight in September isn't a side project. It's the next target, and he isn't coming to test himself. He's coming to win.
I'm going with Terence Crawford, you know. Big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
Over the past few months, his tone has shifted from playful to sharp. It started earlier in the year when he tweeted, "Remember what you said about me." That tweet came after years of Canelo brushing off the idea of a fight between them, calling Crawford too small at the time. Crawford didn't answer with a full-blown rebuttal. He just planted a seed. Now it's grown, it's personal. And this live stream was a turning point. It showed he's ready to close the distance between talk and action.
68 pounds.
Canelo's really good, really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire. It's in his mind. It's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class. Can he carry it? You know, but those intangibles.
Crawford's confidence hasn't come from hope. It's built on track record. It's just recently that he made another subtle dig online saying, "Now don't make daddy take his belt off, son. You've been a good boy lately. Don't make papa mad now." It was light on the surface, but the meaning underneath was clear. Crawford sees himself as the man with control, and he views Canelo's recent performances as soft. In Crawford's view, the Canelo of today isn't the same beast from 4 or 5 years ago, and in this upcoming fight, Crawford believes he'll expose that.
I know Crawford and his fans would have never in their life allowed Crawford to fight 36 rounds with Canelo. I know Crawford and his fans will never in their life ask him to fight David Benavidez. I know Crawford and his fans will never in their life ask to fight Dimitri Bivol. We're talking
like,
about, I'm not done, my friend, because you're like on, that weed is real. I need some of that weed because, you know, we're talking about a dude that moved up 2 divisions.
Oscar De La Hoya, who knows both fighters well, weighed in recently with his take on how things might go on September 13th. Crawford is very, you know, he's not one-dimensional. He can move, he can box, he can, you know, I don't know how hard he hits to keep Canelo away from him, but, you know, I think it's going to be very interesting. De La Hoya said his hesitation wasn't about skill, it was about power. That's the central question heading into this matchup. Can Crawford make Canelo respect his shots?
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev
was older.
He's younger, taller, longer, meaner. He throws punches in bunches, fights with spite, and wants to take something from Canelo, not just box him. He doesn't sell a story of greatness, meeting greatness. He sells the possibility of a dethroning a real one. And maybe that's the point. Canelo's team knows that they know Benavidez is still ascending, that he brings a style that could wear down even a man with a chin like Canelo's. And they also know that the money for Crawford is just as good, maybe better, without the same kind of threat. Benavidez for now has been erased from the list, not officially, not by sanctioning bodies, but by the man at the top. But do you really think Crawford can do this?